And check out the view from the CTV Skywatch camera looking towards beautiful downtown Lethbridge just under an hour ago. That's a really pretty shot, I have to say. Just the sun kind of kissing the clouds there, just the last rays of the sunshine. Clear skies is where we're at right now, -2 degrees, and that is our daytime high. We were down at -19 at 7 a.m., stayed there for a few hours, and when you factor in the wind chill, ooh, it was ugly chilly this morning is what it was. Southwest winds at 17 kilometers per hour. Our humidity level, however, is still elevated, and that is pretty much the clue that we could be seeing some flurries as we welcome this cold front tomorrow afternoon and into Thursday. But, you know, the verdict is out. It's not written in concrete yet as to whether we'll actually be seeing some flurries out of that system. Certainly in the BC interior, they'll be getting periods of snow, higher elevations especially, but on this side of the mountains, it's still a bit of a toss as to whether we'll be seeing some flurries out of that. What we are seeing right now is very cold temperatures as we look towards the eastern sector of the province, a little closer to the mountains, just single minus numbers right now, but that will be also cooling down into minus double digits by as we get into, we'll say probably middle afternoon tomorrow is when we'll see the temperature really start to go south. We're already starting to see bands of cloud moving in from the low pressure center that is moving southeast from the Gulf of Alaska. That's been the trajectory over the last couple of days. The cold front is going to be following in this pattern here, and it will be clipping us. As I said, we're just following the timeline, and it looks like Calgary will be getting it earlier, and then we'll be seeing it in middle afternoon possibly, and that means that the wind direction in the upper levels will be shifting to the north, pushing down a colder air mass over us. So the forecaster is going to be putting that snow-rain combination into the interior of BC, snow in the higher elevations certainly, but it looks like Cranbrook isn't really going to be seeing any of that snowfall. So you get to a sort of a north-south line from Revelstoke south to Creston. That seems to be, right now, that seems to be where the heavier snowfall will end. And as the forecaster continues in its loop, there is a chance of seeing some of that drift off in the upper levels, just pushing across into southern Alberta as we get into Thursday. We could see certainly overcast skies, and there is a chance of flurry activity, but it looks like right now most of the snowfall will be isolated into BC. So we've put it in the forecast. You'll see it in the graphics as a chance of flurries on Thursday. But as I said, right now it's not written in stone. It certainly won't be much if we see that. 0 degrees in St. John's, cooler temperatures through parts of the Maritimes and Atlantic Canada right now. The freezing rain warning for the Kirkland Lake area has been lifted, but still getting a lot of shower activity all the way from Windsor through Toronto and all through the Ottawa Valley. That'll be turning to freezing rain overnight tonight. Blizzard warnings out on the eastern edge of Hudson Bay right now due to a low pressure center up in the northern territories. -4 degrees in Winnipeg right now, -5 in Regina, -4 in Saskatoon. Cooler temperatures across much of the prairies right now, and very cold up north. -18 degrees in Yellowknife, picking up some of that blowing snow from that low pressure center that's causing blizzard conditions, as I mentioned, through the eastern sectors of Hudson Bay area right now and through northern Quebec especially. East Kootenay, you're looking at an overnight low of -11 degrees, mainly cloudy skies. Tomorrow you'll have mainly cloudy skies with a chance of evening flurries happening in your area. Winds out of the southwest, -6 for a daytime high. For the Crow's Nest Pass, partly cloudy tonight, windy tonight, -13 degrees. Sun and cloud mix tomorrow, -12 degrees. It'll be windy till about noon, and then starting to reduce in the afternoon hours, your winds will be. For Medicine Hat, looking at an overnight low of -13 under mainly clear skies tonight, mainly sunny tomorrow, -5 degrees. You'll reach that early in the day and then cool down. And then for us here in Lethbridge, we're looking at a few clouds overnight tonight, south winds at 20 kilometers per hour, -14 for a low, but temperatures rising to -5 and then dropping to -10 after we get in behind that cold front tomorrow. So by the afternoon, that's our temperature, -10 degrees. And then as we get into Thursday, there's that chance of flurry activity. We get into a zonal flow straight out of the west, up north and at the surface. So that's the possibility of having some of that flurry activity push across into our area. And we start to clear out as we get into the weekend. Positive numbers as another little pocket of warm air moves across. Now, yes, if you've seen the movie Christmas Vacation, you know what I'm talking about here, where the dog goes in and drinks the water. It is not, it's funny to watch, but it's not a good thing for your pet. It can cause mouth sores, vomiting, and upset tummy, shall we say, and lack of appetite. So make sure that you can purchase guards to make sure that they don't drink the water from under the tree, but keep your tree moist too. And that's our Focus on Safety message for this week.